somewhere I retire the ending phrase, stay limber, stay hydrated, stay on task, because it just didn't fit. So we went along with other things. But guess what? Oh, it's back again, because day one was a whirlwind of affairs, and a full day two. Guess what? Donald Trump is making this thing happen and putting everyone on their toes, whether you're for or against, because he's got agendas. He's got to push them. Let's talk about day two things happening on the 21st of January. Start off with some more executive orders, and more, some of them basically coming into understanding from the day prior, some being signed on the day, because he signed like 100 more executive orders on the second day. He withdrew the United States from both the Paris Climate Agreement and the World Health Organization. Those things are happening. He declared a national emergency at the southern border to facilitate deployment of new troops to basically shore up the defenses there. He revoked protections for migrants in sensitive areas, such as churches and schools, potentially increasing immigration and customs enforcement raids. So now you can go into schools and churches and pull them out. No more sanctuaries. Literally no more sanctuaries. Attempting to end birthright citizenship for children of undocumented migrants. That might be an issue with the Constitution. That may deal be a little more complicated. Pardoning many individuals, including the January 6 individuals and some more folks that also are a bit sketchy. Yesterday, pardoning the guy that ran the Silk Road. Kind of sketchy. He established a $500 billion private sector investment in artificial intelligence. That was a big win for yesterday. This picture that you see right there is from that press conference there. Then he answers questions that went off the rails. He, of course, put a TikTok ban, blocking the ban for not the full 90 days that was there, basically 75 days. A new unbanned ban. Ban. Of course, he renamed the Gulf of Mexico and Gulf of America, which Florida instantly jumped onto because they're Florida. And he, of course, coming to effect, the actual DOGE Department of Government Efficiency, is no longer an outside group. It's an actual part of the government. The U.S. Department of Government Efficiency is now actually a real deal. And Donald Trump essentially needs to actually get Trump or Musk confirmed to run it. We'll see what happens. Oh, by the way, Vivek Ramaswamy, he's running for governor in Ohio, so he's no longer co-chairing it. It's all Elon Musk all the time, all fascists, almost salutes all the time. He's going to change the name from Mount Denali back to Mount McKinley when it was changed from back to Mount Denali. So that's going to happen. He also is going to have hiring freezes across the nation. He rescinded clearances for various people who questioned the Hunter Biden laptop story. He also took clearance away from John Bolton because he figured, he doesn't have a job anymore. And despite the fact that Iran's still trying to kill him, yeah, he doesn't need Secret Service security. He set new tariffs for imports. They're coming. Canada, Mexico, the BRICS nations, and maybe some China stuff coming too. He's still talking with China on some things going forward. And want to stop the fentanyl. He says he's talked with Xi and they should stop the fentanyl. It should be evil, and they're back and forth. And of course, federal diversity and inclusion programs. We know as of today, on the 22nd, 5 p.m. today Eastern time, they gone. Everyone who works in a DEI program and in the government is going on paid administrative leave for whatever period of time. Essentially a layoff with a weird thing for the government, a bit of a severance package for whatever period of time so they can officially get him off the books. He met with GOP leaders yesterday, going over his plans, focusing on what he wants to do, what needs done. Essentially, giving the Republicans in the House and the Senate and other folks in various places their marching orders. This is how way he wants things to go. This is how they need to happen, and sort of putting a bit of a fear of God into people because they're reminding them that it's his party now, and if you don't play with his rules, the consequences. Nice little campaign you got here. Nice little office you have here in Lower Mississippi. It'd be kind of hard if something happened in his office and we put somebody in his place for you. Things like that. Many people were fired, most of them by a Truth Social post. Mark Milley, the former Joint Chiefs of Staff who was sitting in the National Instructor Advisory Council, is gone. Chef Jose Andres, who was sitting on the Presidential Fitness Nutrition Council, he gone. Former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms was taken off along with Brian Hook on a special envoy to Iran. For Keisha Lance Bottoms, she actually resigned 2 weeks ago, but that's all beside the point. A whole lot of things happened for day two, including the big thing was that $500 billion investment for AI with three big tech giants and money giants involved in that one, so we can get caught up with China, which is great, but also seems like a lot more, I'll say use the word capitulation. mostly because I can barely say it, so you can complain about that and make fun of me with that one. But capitulation, because it seems like everyone is playing up to Donald Trump's level of being nice, except for that bishop who sort of told him, show some mercy because all these migrants aren't necessarily bad. To which Trump says she should apologize to America, which sounds like a lot. Anyway, yeah, that was day 1-ish and 2. Day 3, we already know they're all the DEI folks are leaving their office today. We have a lot of things happening going forward. Oh, we didn't get a resolution for Ukraine yet, but Trump didn't get a phone call into Putin yesterday, but he says he's talking to Zelensky, and they'll make it happen soon. Not day 1, not day 2, but soon. Stay hydrated, stay limber, stay on task. We have a long way to go. So we have this going forward. Give me your comments on day 1, day 2, and the next 1,400 or so days that are going to come up in Donald Trump's administration. Do you love what he said so far and what he plans on doing? Do you think he's going to pull it off? Do you think he's going to pull it off for the good or the ill for us? Let me know. This is a conversation. This is not just a monologue. It's not just me rattling off facts. Let me know what you want to hear and see from Mr. DJT, and we'll talk about it.